Hello, hello. Why is the game? There it is. Well, come on in, Blossom Reggie. Clus. I feel like you've told me how to say your name in the past and I've forgotten. Plus? Kick? Plus? Kick? I don't know. I don't know how to say your name. Well, come on in, y'all. Welcome to the Slime Ranch, you chillin'. And to the affiliativersary, which... What did I even make the command for, this? Not this. I don't remember how I have my own thing set up. I can imagine. Is it like a different language? Also, hi, Mommet. Cheese. Admittedly, my name is not quite that bad, but it is noticeably, like, people are not quite sure to say it. I don't even know how to say it. Just say it however you want. It doesn't matter. Did I make it donate? Yes, there it is. I need to change that because it's not early anymore. This is we are beginning the affiliate anniversary, which you guys already got $225 donated for. Because y'all are mad. I was gonna say mad men, but mad, what's a gender neutral way of saying mad? Lunatics? Kluski Kosum. Fair enough. I will not remember that. I think I'm just gonna call you Clue. If that's alright. That'll probably be easier for me to remember. Blue's Clues. Okay, where I need to edit this quick because I forgot to edit this because I haven't really been. You've been called Cluck. Fair enough. There. Yee! The like whole big proper affiliate anniversary is on the 31st. Blossom! Bean! Thank you, Blossom! I guess I just didn't expect just immediate. Okay. Oh god, what did I even make? I've forgotten my own, let's see, is this even still working? Hopefully it is. Hopefully it didn't get disconnected again. This content is no longer available. Of course. It's still very much available. Discord, why are you removing this? Okay. Okay. All right, the Tamagotchi. You've broken my brain, and we're like 5 minutes in. This is great. This is fine.
Man, what in the rizzle dizzle skibadizzle is up?
It looks like my ceiling, howdy. Okay. Yeah, we're okay. I do not expect we'll get to getting over it. I put that at $500 because I'm hoping y'all don't reach it. We'll see. But yes, thank you so fucking much for gifting a sub to Rinkuji, Kieran, Subi, Beacon, and Frog. Thank you, you heckin' bean. Okay, now the eternal question. The fuck was I doing? I think I've just gone down the rabbit hole. I would not stop you. I do not think you're going to. Because believe it or not, I like money. Oh, fucking Bean. Thank you for supporting the swarm. Yeah. I wish I had that type of money. Sure. Also, we have a phone call from someone. Victor. Oh, hello. I must tell you, I saw this. Okay. That's how I realized I'd accidentally hit it with the sentience ray. But don't worry, everything is fine and very normal now. Oh, so it was literally screaming Beatrix. Anyway, I thought you should have it. Enjoy. Ooh, a red return home portal. I will take that. For the market update. Just gonna quickly dump this. What? Men aren't allowed to have cute chest Game Boys? Wow, I see how it is. No. Victor is just a guy. I refuse to accept Victor slander in this household. Oh, and we got our first harvest of pomegranate, so we can start actually properly feeding the bats. Which I still hate how good this pun is. Okay, understandable. Because that was quite the grind, if I remember correctly. That was a very notable grind. Okay. And boop. And boop. Oh, okay. I mean, you can toggle it on and off. But, oh wait, no, I see what you're saying. Pay to win. Yeah. I guess? Arguably? Yeah, now I should just be able to store one of these per silo, rather than needing to do the whole split dealio. Just so I can let the market recover before completely dumping my stock. I didn't have any issues with that personally. Like, once you get used to it, they're pretty fucking easy to spot. Especially because, like, most of your slimes you were gonna get by popping the mimic objects, and they literally can't hide. Like, you just, at least how I did it, I just learned where those objects spawn. You would get like what, 20, 40 if you popped one of those and sucked them all up. Okay. Admittedly, I do love, like, mimics are some of my favorite monsters. Like, I I will say, whenever I start homebrewing things, there's going to be mimics sooner or later. Whenever I start homebrewing campaigns. I don't want to overuse them, but there's some really fun shit you can pull with mimics. Because they can be whatever the fuck they want. Including corpses. There's nothing stopping a mimic from pretending to be a corpse. Okay, we're not the Gregory mimic. We're not Mimikyu is the best boy, and I will not accept any responses to the contrary. Like, Mimikyu is not my favorite Pokemon, but Mimikyu is one of the best boys. Best boy, non-gender. Whoop. Because, sincerely, like, Nintendo has been making Pikachu ripoffs ever since they ever since they got popular. But the Pikachu ripoff that got like the most positive response is literally a Pikachu ripoff. Like, it literally just wants to be Pikachu. Canonically. It's great. Like, that is my absolute favorite thing. Oh, God. Yeah, tomorrow is also my D&D day, which I will be streaming tomorrow. I'm just going to let you all know, I'm going to be streaming every day until Halloween now. Including on Halloween. Basically, for the rest of the month, I am streaming every single day. Because it's my affiliate anniversary, as Blossom's generous donation indicates. You fucking bean! Okay. Yeah, I'm finally starting to get a bit of a backlog of... Yeah, I would love to see Mimikyu in new outfits. Like, that's, like, once you start being able to, just leave your slimes alone for a while without them trying to escape, that's when you're at a good point. Admittedly, my angler flutter slimes, as much as I love them, are gonna be a pain. That would be amusing, just to see it just copying, like, Muriel, or... Like, it'd have to be one of the ones with a tail of the right kind of shape. Arceus Mimikyu, yes. No. Have Arceus pretend to be Mimikyu, because he identifies it as the supreme being. Wait, why am I shooting into there? Okay. Time to slurp up all of these hens. It does seem like they've increased the cap for how many chickens can be in a coop. Okay, I need to clean up this whole situation. I think... Oh, God, I keep forgetting. Yeah, I set up a puddle slime thing here. I might need to relocate these guys so I can set up a silo out here. Yeah. I think that's best. Just so I have a spot to store all of this. Oi, 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 oi! Where? How did you get out? Stay in! Okay. He apparently was hungry enough that he just jumped all the way over here and ate a... Did he eat the root? He ate both of the roostro. Great! Hopefully one of these guys grows into a roostro. You little shit. I can't be that mad at them, because, like, look at these guys. Look at their little squishy bodies and their dumb idiot faces. Like, look at them. Like, is it just me, or do the angler slimes look extra squishy? Like, all the slimes are squishy, but the angler slimes look extra squish. Also, just the fact that they flashbang each other is adorable. Did I overcrowd them, or are they just, like, fluttering? Okay. Yeah, they're extra squish. Like, meat is still obnoxious to work with, but it's at least easier. Because you can have a larger stockpile. Well, I guess if there's no roostros... Oi! Oi, 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 oi. They also just get unhappy very fast, it seems. Possibly because they're not really getting fed consistently. There might be some upgrades, though, because, like, I do remember the previous game had the deluxe coop, which you could get, which made meat, like, okay. In the original game, though, you just never wanted to use a meat slime. Which I do hope they fix, but, like, you Blossom's a bean and gifted 5 subs because it's affiliativersary. Oh, more mango. Mango, mango, mango. Jesus Christ, how many plorts were in there? A lot. Okay. And then market link. We're gonna set this up right here. That way we can just whenever we do want to sell, we just yeet the plorts into there. Okay, let's go find the puddle slimes a new home. We should have an extra tile for them somewhere. Like, realistically, I think it's going to be, we're going to want to keep fire and puddle slimes in the same area because neither of them really need a dedicated food plot. So we might even just open up a new area. Hi Kita, this is Slime Rancher. I'm actually surprised you haven't heard of it. It's a game about feeding slimes and selling their shit. Basically. You take care of these adorable little fuckers and make profits. It's very fun. Like, look at them. Look at these little shits. I have realized making rock hunter largos, they are invisible, spiky slimes. I basically have to turn them into Lego, now that I think about it. Like, you can't see them until you step on them. Yeah, the game, it's so good. And those guys aren't even my favorites. My favorite is the ones I was messing with a bit ago. I can go back over and show you because okay. These guys are my trash compactors. Literally, I just feed them whatever I got in supply. Okay, and let me set up another silo. That is fair, Howdy. I mean, Minecraft has just never really been that much about the survival mechanics. It has them, but it's never been a strong point of the game. It's ultimately a building game for children. So I don't think they really thought that much about balancing. Like, if you, like, something like that, you want, like, Vintage Story. But yeah, this game is adorable. It is so chill. Oh. Let's see. Let me just go back over to here. I have not. But yeah, I think for now, I think I'm overall just kind of done with Call to the Lamb. Nothing against it. I think I just kind of hit the end of where I was. I think I just hit the end of my playthrough, which happens. Okay, good. Oh, we have no roosters. We have a lot of sea hens who we're gonna put in the container for them to eat later. Oh, well, we're blaspheming God. But I do not have any roosters, so we're going to need to go find one. Yeah, it's a hard thing. Hi, Silent. Yes, Muff. But yeah. Which, speaking of which, unless like, I've been getting the feeling of like, Dyson Sphere is gonna probably be moving to an off-stream game. Just because, to put it simply, it kind of gets dead. It gets really quiet, which I'm fine with occasionally, but, I think it's just a game that, Emily, I also can get that it's not necessarily the most engaging of stream games because it's just me automating and talking about nonsense. Whereas this game, oh wait, I forgot the whole reason I was going over here was to show you my favorite little beans. Like, this game is a similar sort of chill vibe, but it's simpler, so it's easier to understand what exactly I'm doing without needing to know the game. And it's just adorable. Like, look at this guy. look at this little idiot. Yeah, and like, also, hi, Circuit. I forgot to say hi to you, even if you did blaspheme God. Yeah, and they're just so squish. And they're anglerfish. Technically, they're probably butterflies, but I'm calling them moths. They're anglerfish moths, which I think is an adorable concept. Because you can combine, like, if I go into the Slimepedia, there's all of these little slimes. And you can combine any two of them into a larger slime. Which is, like, it's both fun for, like, gameplay-wise. It's both interesting from, like, gameplay-wise. Don't worry, Howdy's just like that. But I can say Core Keeper is solid. I haven't played it in a while, but it is solid. Animal Well, I have heard good things, but have not played it myself. I have, yes! Kit, I am surrounded by furries. Do you think I would not have heard of Changed? That is the ultimate furry bait game. Oh, also, speaking of games. If I could just snap my fingers and make, like, a concept. Yes, I have. I have heard of that, Reggie. Again, I'm surrounded by furries. But yes, first things first. If anyone is looking for a really good game, look, right now, Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor are dirt cheap. If you buy the bundle that is both of them and all of their DLC, it's $7 US. And yeah, the Nemesis system is so fucking good. Basically, the Nemesis system is that it's based in Middle Earth. It's based in Middle Earth, and you are fighting against the Uruk, the Urukai, orcs, whatever you want to call them. And they are the captains, are the elites. They are the elites of the Urukai army, and they will actually remember, like, they have a list of traits and a personality, but that can grow and change based off of your interactions with them. It is a really, really cool system. So, like, yeah, no, I do despise that. I legitimately do not know how much a patent like that would hold up. Gameplay mechanics are a difficult thing to enforce, but it still stifles creativity because no one wants to challenge them on that. Oh no. Okay. I need more primordial oil. So you can only have one of each color. I need to get a strange diamond. I need wild honey. I only need tabby plorts for that. Let me go grab some. Yes, Floof. But yeah, I strongly do recommend the Shadow of War series. But also, like, if I was going to add a slime, like, my gut thing would be a proper moth. Because as much as I love the flutter slime, they're also almost certainly butterflies. Yes, moth slime. Alternatively, if we're going with something a little more interesting, I kind of would like to see, like, a bismuth slime. Because I just love bismuth. as like an extension of the rock and crystal slimes. Because y'all know what bismuth looks like, right? In case anyone doesn't, I'm going to go get a picture of bismuth. Firefox, I don't give a shit about your new whatever you're doing. I just want to look up a picture of bismuth. Yeah, I actually have some bismuth crystals. I made them. I made bismuth crystals. This, oh god, that's high res. This is the wonderful substance known as bismuth. It makes these beautiful rainbow square crystals, but it's a metal. It's also technically radioactive. Fun fact. Like, it is the least radioactive material, but it is technically radioactive. Like, I believe its half-life is, like, longer than the current expected lifespan of the universe or something like that. It will last. Like, you are not in any radiation. You could take a bath in bismuth and you would die from the heat, but you wouldn't be irradiated. Like, for ages, it was thought to be the heaviest. Well, I mean, if you're taking a bath in bismuth, you are. I think there's a difference there, because with bananas, it's that there's just like such a tiny amount that it's not dangerous, because you're constantly getting irradiated. Like, the sun is radioactive. But, like, you are getting constantly irradiated by a host of things. But most of it's just not enough to be damaging. Bismuth does produce. I have many fixations. Bismuth does produce some, like, actual dangerous. It's just so like the radioactive parts of bananas, if you got enough of it in one place, if you had an actual sizable quantity, then it would be dangerous. Bismuth, it's not a quantity thing. You could have a cubic mile of bismuth and it would not be radioactive. With bismuth, it is so slow to release that radiation. It is so incredibly slow for it to emit radiation that it just isn't a problem. Yeah, I'm just gonna put the puddle slimes over here. This, like, coral area feels fitting. I'm at the point where I no longer have to worry about money. Yeah, with bismuth, it does not matter how much there is. All that matters is how long it takes. Whereas with bananas, enough bananas, especially if you isolate the radioactive components, would be dangerous. Because bismuth is just incredibly stable, but it's technically radioactive. It will eventually decay into something else. Okay, how do I want to lay this out? I think this silo, corral. Like, I could even just free range these guys. There's nothing, like, puddle slimes are the most well-behaved slime in the game. So I can even just free range them here, and they won't leave. Yeah, let's do that. Like, if puddle slimes cause problems for you, you need to rethink your life decisions. They can't eat plorts. They don't eat anything other than water. I don't think other slimes can eat their plorts. They just kind of vibe. Yeah, it's like, admittedly, like, there's only like 5 slimes that they haven't added to this game. I actually looked that up, Howdy. Yeah, they're just there. Like, if I go to here, yeah. So what is currently missing from Slime Rancher 2? Oh, they don't have drones in Slime Rancher 2. That's annoying. But they don't have rad slimes, quantum slimes, mosaic slimes, quicksilver slimes, glitch slimes, or twinkle slimes. Twinkle slimes are an event thing, so that's not, I don't know how much that really matters. Glitch slimes are very specific. Same with quicksilver slimes. But then the 3 that are the mosaic, quantum, and rad, it's 6. And 3 of them are very special situations. Twinkle is an event slime that only shows up at Christmas. Glitch slimes are literally a computer program. And then Quicksilver slimes are canonically only found in the space that Mochi controls. Though I would love to see Quicksilvers. Because 1, fuck Mochi. And 2, they're adorable. I suspect Mosaic, Quantum, and Rad might be found in like a late game area. Rad is the one I'm most surprised by, in all honesty. Because not everyone wants to fuck their high school bully, Howdy. Oh. On the other hand, fuck you. Oh, that is not supposed to be there. Yeah, you did. Okay, we should be able to explore once I'm done with this. No, you did. You were the one that told us about that. But stop putting stuff outside of where it's supposed to be, you little shits. How are you even? Wait, did I forget to install a music box? I don't see a music box here. No, there's a music box, apparently. Okay. What do you got? Is there anything I would like to purchase? I could get these little fuckers, but eh. Oh, I was going to go grab... okay. I actually do like that. Give me a bomb ball, please. That should hopefully help keep them calm. Why would I buy all of it? I mean, I guess I have enough money to, but... And most of this is just gadgets, so sure. Oh, wait. So you can buy 5 of the regular ones. 3 of this one. Yeah, I guess there's just not really that much of a reason not to. I don't know, does the veggie flag do anything? Or is it literally just a flag? I think it's just a flag. Okay. God. I do hope they add some kinds of automation at some point. Here, you guys can have a chicken. I'm sure you guys will be nice to the chicken and won't kill it or anything. Right, I keep forgetting. Tabby. I want to make a warp depot. I mean, yeah, it would be fun to have them. Yeah, I know, but I want automation. Because on the other hand, Circuit, that came with Slime Science, if I recall correctly, which they have here from the get-go. There are some things they are definitely building much earlier. Okay, good. It is fabricated as a pair. Good, good, good. Okay, what do I need for the tank booster? I need a storage cell and angler ports. It's not too bad. This I need diamonds, ringtail ports, and rock ports. Ringtail and rock are easy. I don't know about the others. I think it's also just like, I also do love this whole thing where you can just put shit anywhere rather than being limited to predetermined places. They also do have a lot where it is, like, there's a lot less, pre-placed teleportation, but a lot more that you can build. I do also need to dig around to try to find some more of these, orbs. I guess. Yeah, apparently drones are not in the game yet. It's one of the few things that is missing in that list from the previous game. Can I make that jump? Yes. Yes, I can. Why? I want automation. Also, I do hope that there's an upgrade that lets you see these fucking, orbs. I don't want to talking like this again. Just because I don't. Some of these are really hidden. And I don't want to spend ages scrounging around. That's fair. I'm gonna just, like, check one thing. I'm curious if there is any automation. Like, I'm curious about this. Slime Rancher to automation. Why do you want chocolate milk? Of all things. Okay, apparently they are, like, what they've said is apparently automation drones will not be available at the initial launch, much like they were not in the original Slime Rancher. Drones will return in a future update and be refined for Slime Rancher 2. But apparently people have still figured out how to make some automation. Apparently some fucking noids have figured out how to use other, like, things like the cannons to automate aspects of it. I guess fair. Thank you for the floof pets, Drago. No squish, no nom, etc. Oh, wait, that's jelly. I don't know why there's just random jellystone there, but it's mine now. Yeah, fair. I have not explored Ember Valley that much. No squish. Oh, I didn't look down here. Yeah, let's go over to Ember. I think this is the teleport to Ember. Right? Wait, how? Oh, I knew. Yep, we're in Ember. Let me see if I can find either more of those pods or more map revealers. Yeah, I do hope at least at some point we get something that just reveals at least more specifically where your where the pods you're missing are, because just like, oh yeah, there's 27 more pods missing in this area doesn't necessarily help that much. It's better than nothing, but it's a big area, and some of them are hidden fairly well. So I hope we at some point at least get like a slightly more specific, where broadly is it, at least? Oh, dash pad. You can sprint with no energy cost briefly. I mean, that's not necessarily the problem with the mob votes. It's more that Minecraft is a... Oh, Rue! Bean! Welcome on in, Rue! What the observation duty? I had to dip for obvious reasons, but hopefully it went well. Nice. Nice. But yes, for anyone new here, I am Möth. I play a variety of games, particularly ones that do something new or interesting. We are currently just vibing with Slime Rancher and talking about nonsense like Minecraft. Yes, what I was saying about the Minecraft mob votes is the thing that's annoying about them is Minecraft absolutely could just make all of them. Oh, also, it's my affiliativersary. If you want to see the stuff planned for the affiliativersary, you can do, I believe I have an exclamation mark donut, not donut, donate prickle pear. That's a new fruit, actually. Thank you for the snack. No, there isn't. Fair enough. You stay safe. But yeah. Exclamation mark donate. We'll give you the list of all the, it'll give you the list of all of the incentives, even if these fucking mad lads have already hit most of them over the last month. Okay. But yes, it's like Microsoft, who owns Minecraft, are like what? They are like several $billion. They can add more than one mob. I don't know. It's just like shrug. Because the problem as well is that there does seem to be it's very unclear. Oh, well, that's gone. Is like, are they going to come back? Is there going to be another opportunity? Or is this just literally, because they've made it it's very unclear with the mob though. That is fair. I don't know. How did you get there, Mr. Tabby Largo? Also, hi, Bird. Welcome on in. How you doing? Welcome to the affiliativersary. Which I am going to be shilling because money. And also the fact that it is my affiliativersary. I am excited for this. Oh, this is what I was doing. Yee! I've been streaming for 2 years. On the 31st. Oh wait, is the prickly the favorite of the crystals? Oh, it's favored by Dervish. Okay. In that case, I don't really need it. But I might need it for a Largo. Almost certainly I'll need it for a Largo. Yes. I don't think my actual affiliativersary was Halloween. I don't remember for certain. It was close enough that I'm happy for it. Ah, fair enough, fair enough. Friday Night Magic, or no, it's not Friday, Thursday. Ignore my brain. Thursday Night Magic? D&D? Okay, where be this? Like, I forgot to actually get to that little island to mark the tabby on my map, but is this new? Or is this somewhere I've been? I think this is somewhere I've been. Yeah. Ah, nice. Yeah, horror. I like horror decks. I have a commander deck for horror as horror tribal in Gahathrod, which a lot of people say in a way that sounds mildly racist. Okay. Be gone, Ringtail. Okay. Oh, it's a windsock. Down there's probably a thingamajob. Yes, now you're marked so I can come back for you more easily. When I left the ranch, when I left my home, I thought that somehow I would prove myself. I'd prove to my parents that my choice was the right one, and they would forgive me for not continuing their legacy. But that's not how it worked out. Before I started my journey, I heard they had sold the ranch, and I just couldn't face them. So I left again without seeing them. I regret that choice every day. I wish I could have said goodbye. I mean, fair. Some people pronounce it in a way that sounds like the N-word. Goodbye. Yeah, fair enough. I'm excited for it, tentatively. Be gone! I probably won't be buying it on release just because $70, I think is the price tag, is a little much for me. Hey, fair. Yeah. It's a little more than I'm willing to pay for a game, even if it's really fucking good, which it looks like it's going to be. So I'll probably be waiting for a sale and grab it at like $30-40 whenever it gets that low. Because it will, eventually. Hit Y! Nightcrawler! Okay. There's probably a pod there. No. Okay. It's just disappointment. It is just... Oh, also we're about to have ads. Fair warning. Whenever Twitch feels like playing, it's saying they're starting soon. It's not telling me any more than that, so... Soon, TM. Wait. I see that. Yeah. That is totally fair. Whereas in my case, I stream and I like streaming a variety of games. So I'm kind of constantly spending bits and pieces of money on games. Yeah, and okay. Okay, we're in the middle of ads. So I'll do my rant once the ads are over. Lamp. Let me just put down the refinery link there. Ooh, Roostro! Okay, goodbye, prickle pears. You are not needed. Yippee! The hens are just vibing. Because I got a lot of shit to drop off. Wait, I'll do my rant about open world games shortly. Yeah! Circuit, that's my hot take. Or I don't even think it's a hot take. That's my take. Is fucking like having a larger map is not better. Wait, I found a fixation? I think that might be talking about how I was talking about bismuth. I don't think it's I found it. I have a fixation. I like bismuth. It's a pretty stone. Yeah, it's like, it's a map. What a lot of the time it is like I have made bismuth crystals, Brax. Just to illustrate that this is not a new fixation. I made them. I made these crystals myself. Because I like working with metal occasionally. It's just like, yeah, it's like most of the time it's just bigger just means there's more walking between interesting locations. Or there's occasionally like filler encounters in between the interesting locations. Like, cause like I would say it's just hard to make a game that's bigger than like Skyrim. Cause like I think Skyrim is, yeah, that's the thing as well. It does depend. No, bismuth is the crystal metal. It's a metal that crystallizes into square crystals. Yeah, it's like you can make a game. Like, sometimes it is good to expand. Sometimes you just have content to fill that space. But, like, I found Fallout 4 is a game that I never really got into because there was just so much empty wasteland. Which is like, yes, the game is it is the post-apocalypse. It's supposed to feel like a wasteland. Do I still have, I should still have that picture of this. Bam. Oh, that's all. This is bismuth. Very fair, you have a safe bus. Don't get murdered in Magic the Gathering for countering someone. Nice. Yeah, it's like that, okay. That is one of my biggest issues with Fallout, is that it is, there's so many assumptions about the player character, which goes against the core identity of the Bethesda open world games. In general, they're not... The settlement building I actually enjoy. Yeah, it's like, I think... Yeah, it's like the Fallout, it's like, Skyrim is great because there's no assumptions made about your character. Other than you are the Dragonborn, and you can just ignore that. Ooh, diamond. Give me. Yeah, Far Harbor was good. Like, the DLC was actually pretty decent. Yep, it is slightly radioactive. You just don't really need to worry about it. You might, if you're really, really lucky, get hit by one radioactive particle. I think that's Drago, I think that's the time for it to fully decay. Because decaying is different than the half-life. The half-life is the time for it to half decay, basically. But then you have to have that again. Yeah, like, the Fallout games have never really gotten me as gripped as Skyrim, and I have not actually played the other Elder Scrolls, but I would assume I would also like those. Because, again, Skyrim just says, you are in jail. That is pretty much the only assumption about your character. You are also then made oh, that is an earthquake. You are then also made the target of a prophecy, but you can also just kind of ignore said prophecy. I should probably just, like, be a little more careful with the strange time, but there we go. Since this is my only refiner link, I'm gonna carry it with me for now. I need to get more, which I might even have the stuff to craft them, I just haven't checked. Like, what do I need to craft more of them? Yeah, I am tentatively excited for Elder Scrolls 6, but I'm not going to buy it on release. Yeah, that's fair. I don't entirely hate that. What was it doing? Blueprints? Alright, I was going to check warp tech. Okay, I need deep brine and primordial oil. I like Skyrim, personally, but I also can acknowledge it's not for everyone. It's also definitely, like, I definitely play it more for gameplay reasons. It's more fun to break at this point. But I also enjoyed it for its story. It has good story elements, in my humble opinion. The Civil War questline is decent. It's also, I am definitely biased to the game because it was literally my first mature rated video game. That's not hyperbole. That was, like, my parents did let us have one mature rated video game and we chose Skyrim. So we played the fuck out of it, of course. But I legitimately have enjoyed it. And I still enjoy it. ESO, if I had to take a guess. Or Fallout 76, one of the two. Or New Vegas, yep, right. I personally did not care for New Vegas, at all. New Vegas never gripped me. Cause it does make assumptions about your character, which again, I just don't want. I want my character to be something of a... in that kind of style, I want my character to be a blank slate. And then, secondarily, it's just like, I don't care for the survival mechanics. Yeah. It's like, yeah, it's a neat plot line. I never really was gripped by the rest of the story. I could have sworn there was weapon durability, even on the normal difficulty. Which is one of my least favorite parts of it. There are some games I like weapon durability, not that kind. Pretty sure. I just don't even like having to worry about that. And it's just like, I just didn't care for it. Admittedly, it's also just a hard sell for me because I don't really... I am much more of a sword and board fantasy fan. Much more so than post-apocalypse. I would rather have a sword in one hand and a fireball in the other rather than a rifle. Because like if I want to shoot a gun, I live in America. I can go to a firing range. If I want to cast a spell, that's where I have to go to the world of video games. Yeah, I just have not been able to really enjoy any, like, 4 I did enjoy, but it was almost entirely me ignoring the plot lines. Because Jesus Christ, Fallout 4, what the fuck were the writers doing? Like, because like the main conflict is just, it doesn't work in a post-apocalypse. I'm just going to say that. Any sane person put in that situation should side with the Brotherhood of Steel. And that's the thing. It's like, the Railroad, okay, Fallout 4. I am of the humble opinion that you are It's just like they are the only reasonable side to that main conflict, other than maybe the Minutemen. Because, for one, they kind of removed their whole, like, they kind of weakened their whole gimmick of hating technological advancements. Because they're like, okay, we'll just be a little more careful with technological advancement. Okay, so you're just not the Brotherhood of Steel. It removes the dogmatic principles that make the Brotherhood of Steel a somewhat problematic faction. Whereas the Institute are a bunch of mad scientists actively worsening people's lives. Yeah, that's the big thing I don't like about the Minutemen. They're not really a faction, they're just kind of you. Yeah, here's the big problem of the Railroad as well, is the Railroad are a side faction. They are not a main faction. It feels like they were built to be a faction that you could interact with no matter what your actual route was, that then got hastily forced into being one of the main factions. Like, that is my opinion. Like, I think they were probably going to do a New Vegas, 2 main sides, and then a suite of smaller factions. But then I think they decided to rush it, didn't do that, so then to make it feel less weird, they made the only side faction they actually got complete into a full route. It's just, because the Minutemen, not the Minutemen, the Railroad are just, they're too small. Like, what, their organization is like, maybe 100, like, there's like, maybe like 100 of them scattered across the wasteland. Optimistic. They're tiny. And they offer an interesting, perspective on the main conflict, where, as a side faction, they would work quite well, where you have the Institute treating them as tools, the Brotherhood viewing them as abominations, but then you have the Railroad saying, they're just people. But they don't really have an impact on anything other than the synths. You're never really given a reason to care about them unless you are really strongly on the side of the synths, which, yes, I will say this, I am personally, in our real world, of the mind that there is a point where a synthetic organism could become a person. We're not to that point anywhere close yet. But here's the problem. In the post-apocalypse, we need to worry more about ensuring humanity survives. That's why I sided with the Brotherhood of Steel, because they were trying to work on actually bringing peace to the region, on bringing order, which is very much needed, so that people stop killing each other over cabbages. Whereas the Institute was actively worsening the region's areas, and the Brotherhood, like, the big thing is, like, the Brotherhood would have been a more interesting, it would have been more interesting if they had kept the Brotherhood, if they had kept the Brotherhood of Steel. Here's the thing, Drago. They really heavily hold back on that. Because the Brotherhood of Steel, in the chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel that is out in wherever 4 was set, I honestly can't remember, is more of technology should be used carefully. And here's the thing. That is a reasonable perspective in a world where humanity nuked themselves into oblivion. I can't even completely... Though, the original one was more like... Yeah, because, like, the one in New Vegas in the original game, to my understanding, were much more of, like, we are the only ones that can be trusted to use this technology well. Whereas the one in 4 acted more as a, we need to make sure that the technology that is spreading is stuff that is good for humanity. That is how I interpreted it. They actually were intentionally distributing technology that they believed would help the region. Like, I think one of the quest lines, or like something that is mentioned, is just vaccinations, basically. If I, from what I vaguely remember. It's like, they are the only faction that's really operating on the surface, that are trying to actually improve people's lives, which makes it hard to want to go with any of the others. Because the others are either actively worsening people's lives, or are only improving synth lives. So it's just like, okay, once the war is over and you win, what are they going to do? What is the Institute going to do? They're gonna keep doing horrible experiments on the people on the surface. Okay, and then that's it. Then you have the Railroad, who are just going to kill the Institute, free all the synths, and then disband? They don't really have any kind of ideology beyond, let's not enslave robotic people. But yeah, I think it's... we are currently discussing Fallout 4 factions. Because we're talking about, like, how I've been playing Skyrim lately, so I was talking about that, and then people were talking about different ones they like. It was a whole thing, but yeah. We're kind of discussing about, like, the problems with the different games factions. Yeah, because, like, that's the thing I personally have found is Fallout doesn't know if it wants to be a game you RP in, or if it's a game that you, experience. Because, like, 4's story of a father or mother trying to rescue their son is a great story. But it's one that limits how the player can express themselves. Because it forces them to be, it forces them to specifically have been, one, either a veteran or a veteran's wife, because they made those options gendered rather than just letting female characters be a veteran. Then you have to, my brain just went blank. But then you are married with a son, which just extremely limits you. Whereas something like Skyrim, all it is that you got arrested trying to cross the border into Skyrim. And outside of that, it's basically just, you can be a thief, you can be a mage, you can be a warrior. It's like, it feels like it just doesn't, both 4 and New Vegas, just both kind of felt like they're kind of in this weird middle ground, where they don't know if they want to be a story you experience as it was intended to be told, or a story that you roleplay through and tell your own story. Which I just don't care for. It's like, either tell the story you want to tell, or let me roleplay in the space you have created. Let me look through this, because there's been a lot of discussion. And yeah, all factions do suck, but we were talking about, like, from a narrative perspective. Because to me, for example, in 4, you should pick the Brotherhood of Steel. There's not really a compelling reason to pick any faction other than the Brotherhood of Steel in Fallout 4. That might be a hot take, but the Institute are straight up assholes who are actively worsening humanity's position. And then yeah, the Railroad is a faction that, how did that get here? Yeah, and that's the thing, that's my opinion. But the problem is, them being so unfinished means, okay, so after we save all the sins, what are you going to do? What is your plan? And there is no answer to that. It gives no additional description. Again, my humble opinion is they were probably planned to be a side faction. It was probably going to be Institute versus, the Brotherhood of Steel, and then you could either destroy or recruit the Railroad. But then they probably didn't, they just then, either higher-ups decided that that wasn't worth it, or whatever. Really? Well, here's the thing, though, with how big of a development Fallout is, that could have changed with time. But whatever. Or like, have it as a faction that you can recruit, or anger, that will then influence the main faction's missions. It just doesn't feel like a main faction. At any point. It just feels like it's a, it always just felt to me like the Railroad was a side faction. 'Cause it's not necessarily, the biggest thing is it's not necessarily opposed entirely either to the Institute or to the Brotherhood. If with the power of being the protagonist, you could make either the Institute or the Brotherhood agree to work with the Railroad and not to exterminate and exploit the synths. Like, okay. Again, it is extreme, but it's... The biggest thing is you can become the leader of the Institute, at which point you could start treating the you could, if you were going to give the player that option. Fair enough. Again, the Brotherhood, though, I don't know if I'd say there's no reconciling. I could be wrong, but I would view it as it's possible to have... The Brotherhood is weird. They're like the Brotherhood of Steel is in Fallout very weird. Yeah, because like the Institute just views them as tools. If they can be convinced that they are people, okay. I did forget about that. I actually did forget about Paladin Dance. But then the weird thing as well is the fact that they are completely fine with Nick. Like, they kind of shit-talk him, but they don't stop him from entering their facilities. They literally just, he's just able to just kind of vibe. like, it's a weird situation. Where, to me, it seemed more like it was something that they had a problem with, that they were being actively created and imitating people. If the synths were, basically, is with the railroad, basically, if they could potentially get to an agreement. I mean, maybe. Yeah. It's a weird situation with the whole Brotherhood of Steel, because their doctrine is just kind of very milquetoast. From what I remember, they aren't. It's been ages since I played, in all honesty. Shrug. Because it's the biggest thing. That's fair. But then, on the other hand, they're just fine with Nick. That's the thing that makes it weird. They're literally just fine with Nick existing. Nick Valentine. He's not hiding from them. You can bring him on board, and they don't attack him or anything. Now you could argue that is gameplay reasonings. But it still makes it very strange. And then yeah, it's like I do not know if I would say it is entirely out of the question that they would be okay with synths. I don't know. It's all horrible people. And it's like, that's the thing though, is I am not really fully confident in a lot of these, like, things, because they weaken the whole Brotherhood. There's not a strong ideology. Even if the other Brotherhoods were horrible, they had a strong ideology. Kind of all of them are nothing burgers, because they're, like, the Railroad are just, don't abuse synths. The Institute is science. And then, I don't even know with the Brotherhood. They're odd, and I'm not full, because the thing with Dance is that it was an infiltrator. They viewed Dans as a infiltrator, which could be argued that the reason why they were so aggressive to him is because he was a spy. Yeah, but then Maxon. Nope. Fair enough, Rue. Cause yeah, it's the Raiders. I do wish the whole, thank you for the thin cave pillar, Bob. Best boy. I need to have some water after this whole ramble. The Raiders, I actually do wish had been made more of an option with the Nuka World DLC. Because the Raiders are fun. I will say this. Let me be an asshole in games. There are some people that seem to have a problem with I mean, that's really just don't go through the main quest line, which also Kellogg is just Institute, ain't he? Like, am I crazy, or isn't he Institute? Which, like, why would they even bother as well? Was that ever explained why they would bother with a mercenary? Because they have synths. They can just build synth coursers. Oh, Sean's DNA was... I did forget that the whole kidnapping... Like, why would they keep having him hired? I have no comment on the whole New Vegas thing, because I never got anywhere close to an ending in that game. Okay, I just don't even remember that because I never really gave a shit about the whole Sean plotline. Because it was never really that engaging. But yeah. It's very much not my... Like, the Fallout series just isn't really my thing. Like, I am much more sword and board. I'm open about this. I don't really, like, especially because it is just post-apocalypse. It's not really even like a sci-fi post-apocalypse. Yes, there are robots. There is some sci-fi elements, but it's not a notable part of it. Yeah, though you have to deal with the jank of Fallout 1 and 2. That's fair. But yeah, what we were initially discussing, yeah, it's just like, a larger open world does not mean a better game. That is currently the big ol' like AAA circle jerk is, our world is 8 times bigger than the previous one. That doesn't mean we put any more content into it, but it's 8 times bigger. Because they're running out of things they can feasibly compete on, let's be honest. That's the entire reason, is just like, that is something they can do that indies can't. but it's also something that doesn't really make a game better. Because, like, at this point, you can make a game with good graphics as an indie. It's like, I think Skyrim was really the largest open world game I liked the size of. It felt big enough that it felt like you were exploring, but you could get to something interesting pretty quickly. Then after, I think Skyrim got big and was, no. It was lauded for its size, but then I think that Bethesda heard that it was like, every game must be bigger than Skyrim now. Yeah, I just don't care for the, Soulsborne style. That's not like, that's not me saying Elden Ring is a bad game. It's that I personally do not care for a Soulsborne game. It's not my cup of tea. Though I don't know, because I do know that, the mech game I'm going to be playing, Armored Core 6, is made by FromSoft. But I don't know how much they, I don't know how... I have not heard... Like, I don't know very much about Bloodborne. Like, it's a cool lore, but I don't actually know much about it gameplay-wise. I feel like this is somewhere I'm not technically supposed to be going. Is that going to stop me? No. Where even am I? Okay, I'm all the way up here. Okay, see, this is what I was wondering. You just straight up cannot see. These are completely separate maps. Like, they gave me a jetpack. They knew what the consequences of this was. Because, yeah, like, that area is technically the Rainbow Fields. But it's just rocks. It's just, like, vague rocks. Like, is Armored Core in the, like, Soulsborne kind of vibe, or is it just completely separate? Because FromSoft does a surprising range of games, despite them being mostly known for the Dark Souls. Fair enough, I'm happy to hear that. I like how those are just, like, they're not really a threat because you can just kind of eat them. I do wonder if I'm starting to get to the edge of available content. I'm gonna have to finish exploring Ember Valley, but... like, I am wondering if I'm hitting the edge of the available content. Like, Sekiro is the one I would be considering trying of the Souls-like games. Because I like games that are... I know it has mechs. I know it looks cool. That's about it. Oh, hello. I must tell you, I saw the same. Okay. No, yep. You hit it with the sentence ray. Thank you for the scarf streamers. Like, I am going in mostly blind. I know it's a mech game. I know it looks cool. That's mostly what it is. the big thing with, Dark Souls games, is I just don't really care for the really extensive builds. Like, I don't care for their build system. Ooh, I can do the power core. Yeah, I can do that. Not too expensive at all. I'm not a huge fan of it. I also don't completely hate that style. A lot of upgrades actually require flutter. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's not quite what I want. I like games that hit the right balance between speed and thoughts. Because I like games where you can get into a flow with them. Like Ultra Kill. It's fast, but it's not too fast unless you're trying to speedrun it. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, that's what I've seen of it, which is also why I like it. Why I'm, like, interested in it. It looks very mobility-oriented. Which I like. Because, like, what am I really working towards at this point in Slime Rancher? Like, there are still 4 slimes that I have not seen. Apparently. Yeah. It's very possible this will be the last stream of the Slime Ranchers. Mostly just cause, yeah, I think I am hitting, like, there's upgrades I can get. There's stuff I could work on. It's just like, there's a lot of areas that feel like there's, I'm still happy I got it, and I'll definitely be coming back to it and probably just do a fresh playthrough. But, like, I don't really have anything to spend my money on. I could just go onto the big ol' fucking scavenger hunt, but, Ooh, question mark. Okay, we're gonna quickly run over to Starlight Strand to see what that weather is. I mean, fair enough. I could, but with how Slime Rancher 2 is gating regions, I'm guessing we'd just find rocks. But I could. I might give that a go. Because in 1, it was all in one big open area. In this one, they've split them off into different regions. So, when I go over to Starlight Strand, it will go into a loading screen to unload this map and then load the new map. How do I get to this? I don't even remember. Well, I have a jetpack. Legitimately, that's probably just so that you can't get everywhere using the jetpack. Because that was a big problem with the previous game. They couldn't really lock anything behind, unlocked Slime Fall. Wait, like it's raining slime? Oh god, oh. Oh yes, I see. Oh god. Oh, there goes that jellystone. Like, I guess, sure. There's going to be so much tar. Anywhere I go, there's going to be tar. It implies the slimes can evaporate. But remain sentient. As evaporation. And then condense back into a slime. Or the evaporated and then come back as a different slime. Well, like, it's also the slime sea. Like, that's not water, that's slime in the ocean. Right, I forgot it. Yeah! Ooh, that's a diamond. I'm not risking this diamond to the tar that are out there. I'm waiting the minute for this to get set up. So yeah, this planet is full of slime. Snack. Good thing none of these eat meat. Maybe. This is not out of the question. Look at these little idiots. Oh, well, I wish I had seen this first. That's another strange diamond. Well, it'll be fine. Did I just not notice the strange diamonds when I was here last? Because I would have been a lot more excited about opening this up if I'd realized there was a lot of strange diamonds. Oh, wait, I am out of power. Oh, yeah, that's kind of what I expected Slimefall to turn into. Everything is just tar. Yeah, they also did make these very large walls. Like, extremely large. Like, I'm just curious. I'm just gonna quickly check because like I have a wiki page up of just like the stuff in Slime Rancher 2. I'm just curious how much, like, how much is there left for me to see? We're missing Tangle, Saber, Fire, and what else am I missing? Fire... Saber Tangle. Then there's something here that I don't... Oh, that might be a new one. Oh, Yoki. Apparently you can get an egg slime. How do you get an... where's a Yoki slime? Okay, it's a rare slime that can be found anywhere, but only at chicken nests. So just sometimes a chicken nest will have an egg slime at it. Apparently. And there's a couple others, which I'm guessing are mostly in Ember Valley? Like, I've explored Starlight Strand pretty extensively. Okay. Keep going north. We'll find our way back. May as well slurp up this honey. But yeah, I think we are running into the early access wall to some degree. Which is not too surprising. It is pretty heavily early access. But I mean, like, it's a... What was I going to say? God damn it, I was going to say something. I think it was relating to the whole Skyrim thing. Alright, yeah, I am still, like, despite all of my misgivings, I'm still tentatively excited for Elder Scrolls 6. Because I would love to see a fantasy game like Skyrim with the whole Fallout settlement system. Just refined a bit. And let's be honest, the really important thing about the Bethesda games is what you can mod them with. And just the whole settlement system is such a good base for modding. Cease your exploding. Like, there could be some really, really cool stuff done with proper modding. But it's definitely not a game I'm buying on release. Not even close. Yeah. I will argue that Skyrim is a fun game even on its own. Though definitely more for gameplay reasons than for, story reasons. The story is not necessarily super strong. Also, I just like breaking games, and you can really break Skyrim. Like, they let you do some shit that just really breaks it. Okay. This needs to be in here. I really wish the Skynet, blocked the, plorts from escaping. Oh, yeah! Like, Fortify Restoration just accidentally boosts every enchantment in the entire game because of one variable being set wrong. Where just all of, like, enchantments are supposed to benefit from, some scruple. Yeah, Stealth Archer, but, like, I mean, like, really breaking the game. Stealth Archer's good, but I wouldn't say it's breaking the game good. I mean, like, you can, if you know what you're doing, you can get, like, 10,000% increased damage pools. I mean, if you break Skyrim anything, you can make a wooden sword that does 100 damage. I have done that. If you are max level smithing, you can just make a wooden sword that just does 100 damage, which is a lot. And that's before any additional modifiers. Such as your skills, your armor. It's 100 base damage. When it's like, how much health did Alduin even have? $2,355. So you could hit him 24 times with a wooden sword, and he will die. The Destroyer of Worlds. You can just hit 24 times with a wooden sword. Without any damage buffs. Okay, we also are about to have an ad break. I'm gonna quickly BRB. The wiki doesn't... Okay, I guess that's his base HP. Maybe, I don't know. Because normally it says that his HP scales. Okay. Let me look this up while let me look this up when I get back. While the ads are running, I'll be right back. And I'm back. Okay, so worst case scenario, at level 100, which is not an easy level to hit, you would need to hit him 34 times and sneeze on him. No, do not on the antenna! Also, yeah, I always do love, I will say this, power builders can be annoying if they're trying to power build in a non-power building campaign. But I love talking about power build D&D, Lancer, whatever characters. Basically, check in with your DM before power building. No, do not! What was I doing? I was doing something. Like, it's still silly. Also, remember that I'm not accounting for enchantments, buffs. That is literally just a sharpened wooden sword. Fair enough. I will be working on the first mission soon. Again, I'm going to be streaming for the next week, so the absolute earliest I could consider running would be what day of the month would it be? It would be the 2nd, but probably closer to the 9th or 19th, not 9th, the 12th or the 19th. Yeah, and even in campaigns, if the DM is working, you can play D&D as a very tactical game where people are intentionally doing power builds. Just not some, because some are literally, you can do infinite damage. Though some, like the Peasant Railgun, are relying on a misunderstanding of the rules. Peasant Railgun does not work. Not for any reasonable, like the Peasant Railgun does not work for any reasonable DM's game. Because it relies both on the DM ignoring the laws of physics. It relies on the DM ignoring the laws of physics for the 99 turns of passing this slowly speeding up railgun projectile down the line, and then suddenly remembering the laws of physics right as the final one throws it. So it's like, either I've never played the Half-Lives, and it's not something I care about. The only one I played is Alex, which is good. I would not be opposed to doing a D&D stream. Like, my current game is off stream. Partially just because I do want to get a little more accustomed. Like, I would say if I do a D&D, a full D&D stream, it would be closer to like a podcast where I'm not necessarily even paying attention to chat. I am focusing on the game, and you guys can just be around to vibe, basically. I'm still running 5e. I currently have no interest in moving to 5.5. Like, okay, if I'm gonna run, I actually do know about Blaze in the Dark, but I have considered running. What was it called? I actually have it set up if I do plan. I did make this in Sammy, but I haven't used it yet. This. That is a system I built for, in Castle, you are Kobold with Knife. Which is the dumbest and simplest possible fucking, TTRPG. All you have to do for character creation is to roll 2d100. And you then get 1, a name, and 2, a title, with that title giving you a related bonus. And then literally, how you play it is there is a map. There's a map of that the players can choose where they want to go. Then the DM describes the room, and then a player can just come up with an idea of dealing with that area. And rather than trying to like set a kobold value for a specific interaction, it's just you roll a d100. If it's greater than the kobold value for that room, you succeed. If you fail, you die. And then you make a new kobold. That's it. That's the entire game. It's just utter chaos. It was like $3. And it's just like, you know, the whole the basic premise of the game is, you know, the whole, if you have infinite monkeys typing at typewriters, eventually you will create the entire written works of Shakespeare. It's that, but with kobolds. If you throw enough kobolds at a problem, eventually one of them will solve it. So I have it set up that each, like, you can then
Nom
do...
Belina 2 nom.
As, like, for the whole... So, like, my thought is I could play that with Twitch chat. So once you've... a lot. Once you make a kobold, you can do exclamation mark, I believe I have it as yip. And then followed by a plan. And then I can pull a random plan to execute with exclamation mark yap. It's a very, very silly thing that I made. And then I have both a close, where you can it's no longer accepting it, and... What do I have it? Oh, right, it's just... Kobold reset, just so it's not active. Ignore that. The acronym is in Sammy, you are kobold with knife, because I coded it all in Sammy. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, it's like, I think it is very interesting to discuss what you theoretically can do as a broken power gamer. It's just your DM will probably say no into some of it. Hey, Bea, didn't you say a while back about wanting more stuff? Wait, I think that was me. Well, whatever. Enjoy more stuff. Aw. I mean, that's so nice. Hey, amiga, how you feeling out there? When I feel low, so I go and do something nice for a friend. Makes me feel right as rain every time. This is my little way of saying I'm thinking of you. Thank you. Thank you for the tree. But yeah, I'm trying to think of what are some, like, interesting, like, you have things like the Eldritch Cheese Grater. There's one that, like, someone came up with. It just doesn't really work at all, as they stated it. Which is use the spell, I believe it's Guardian Circle? Magic Circle? Or no, Magic... It's Magic Circle, which creates a cylinder. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that would... Rogue Bard would definitely do that. Yeah, it's Magic Circle. Is you use Magic Circle to create a 10-foot tall, radius, 20-foot tall cylinder of magical energy to trap a target within a cylinder. But that one that only works on elementals, celestials, fae, fiends, or undead. Yes, I am. I'm adorable. And then, and it also casts an hour to actually cast it. But even if you theoretically do it, their like way of taking advantage of it was just using Cloud of Daggers, which only covers a 5-foot radius. Well, this covers a 10-foot radius. So you would need to cast about 12 Clouds of Daggers to actually cover the entire magic circle. I'm doing good. This is my affiliativersary, and we've already had a bean be absurdly generous blossom. I'm not gonna learn Live 2D. Again, I have enough things I'm doing.
What is yappening?
We're yapping. That's really it. That's really all we're doing today. And slimes. Bean. That bean there gifted 5 subs. Yeah, like I'm barely even playing Slime Rancher at this point. We're mostly just yapping about the engine. Whoop. Oh, nope, get back here. But yeah, I want to run more games of things, but... Oh, yeah, no, I did see that, but... Oh, wait, like, as in, like, they're undead
Curious how the T2S
plants.
will pronounce Balinar.
That's actually pretty correct. Like, not like a plant, not like a skeleton fighting next to a living plant, but a plant that is also a skeleton. Or a skeleton that's also a plant. Let me look up light. It is. I do want to, let's see. So it's... Okay, so first of all, because it is a plant creature, it will not instantly die. Because it is a plant creature or a magical plant, it has disadvantage on the saving throw, and it will always take maximum damage, but it doesn't just instantly die. That only is on non-magical, non-creature plants. But that still would essentially kill a lot of things, because it's 8d8 necrotic. But I would say, since it is both an undead and a plant creature, if I was going to be complete rule, it depends a bit on the campaign. If it's a complete rules as written, it would have no effect, because the spell has no effect on undead or constructs. The plant creature then would mean that if it was affected, it would make it with disadvantage and take maximum damage. But how I would do it is literally, it's just the spell works as normal. In that, if I was going to, like, roll it as is that is also an option, definitely. It just takes 32 damage, guaranteed. Meaning it's still very powerful, but not 64 damage, guaranteed. Or not even guaranteed, like, either it's a disadvantage saving throw. You could definitely do that. It's like, it also is like, it depends. I would rule it differently depending on exactly what the enemy is. Is it, for example, a plant animating a skeleton? Then I would make it be that blight kills it. It does full damage, even if it's technically an undead. On the other hand, if it's an undead that controls plants and is using plants as an armor, I would make it be, maybe it reduces its AC if it is using like some kind of plant armor, but it can't do any direct damage. It's like, there's a lot of ways of ruling it. Rules as written, it does nothing if the thing is an undead. Depending on the creature, how I would rule it would vary. Okay, in that case, I would probably rule it as, it just working as written against plants. Because in that case, you're attacking the plant, even if it's animating a corpse. That's how I personally would rule it, is literally it does the full effect. Half damage is also reasonable, though. because you could argue that it being inside of the skeleton make it somewhat, like it both being from the Shadowfell and being inside of a skeleton give it some protection against it. Also, though, it being necrotic, it would probably have resistance, I would imagine. If it itself is a necrotic plant, it would probably have resistance to necrotic damage. So I guess it would probably wind up being half damage. So it does full damage roll, but that damage is then half. Okay. Let me... Oh, I have not gone to see these fuckers in a while. So I guess I would probably rule it exactly the same way your DM ruled it. Full damage halved by resistance. So if you could ignore resistances in some way, then it would do the full 64/32 damage. Depending on if they succeed a disadvantage saving. But with the resistances, you can at most do 32 damage because of that. We don't have fish here. Ah, fair enough. Yeah, I am currently running Wild Through the Witchlight for a few beans. Which we're gonna be playing more tomorrow, which I'm very excited for. Yeah, that can be an interesting way of doing that kind of thing. I do have a throne, howdy. But I do not have fish. I mean, fair enough. Yeah, I will say this, I very possibly might be unique in this, in that I'm actually finding myself enjoying being the DM more than a player. Like, that is not a common thing, but I'm like, I kind of want to DM more. Even if I had to choose between just DMing and just playering, I think I would choose to just DM. Because I just really enjoy it. It's just fun. I should bring some of these ringtail plorts back to the refinery. And some of the pink plorts. Because that's really the entire reason I keep these guys around. Why not all of the above? Like, I do not make any claim to sanity. And I do not make any claim to goodness. I am self-admittedly a sadist. Like, why do you think I make so many goddamn pans? Okay. Oh, I just need flutter plorts for pulse wave, but it's pulse wave. Who gives a fuck about pulse wave? Don't have a storage cell. I would need a lot of primordial oil. It's like kind of my main complaint is just getting deep brine jellystone and whatnot. I ought to do that. I actually get, like, I tend to sleep more like 10 hours because I'm a lazy fucker. Doesn't mean they're all at the same time, but... What is Pokerus? I keep hearing that. What is it? Huh. Okay. Weird. Yeah, I don't like the grind to get the... Like, I don't really like having to just run around to all these random resource nodes. I think it's just double EVs from the wiki. But yeah. Are there any other effects, or is it just a positive virus? Okay, let's run over to Ember Valley. Okay, fair enough. I mean, Pokemon has never really bothered about it, to be honest. It's a game for children. Made by children. Who will sue you over patent infringement for throwing a ball at things. Which like, that sounds so absurd, it sounds like I'm joking, but no. No. That's literally what Nintendo has done. Like, I will be surprised if that holds up. Fair enough. Like, I just don't even know. Like, I hope that Game Freak just completely loses. Like, Game Freak, Pokemon, whatever. Oh, that's a nice little detail. Like, fuck them. And, like, I am not like, I'm taking a break from even considering supporting Nintendo shit. Yeah. Doesn't mean I have to like it. If they do win, well, I'm not giving Nintendo money. Oh, I don't think I've been this way. Have I? No, I definitely have not, because I would have seen them. Stalagmite. Crystals. Like, I feel like this area has... Oh, there's the baddie, Gordo. Look at this little guy. Oh, there's the fire slime. No, that's a boom slime. God damn it, you little shit. Oh, apparently the chickadoos are fireproof. That's a fire slime. Mixed in with the boom slime. Yeah, that is quite the competition, though. You, friend. Oh, hello. I feel at home here. When I traveled across the glass desert, it was caves just like this that gave me shelter and allowed me to survive my trek. Just feeling walls around me and solid ground beneath my feet gave me all the security I needed to close my eyes and make it through another night. I can do without some of it. Like, if I ever smell roasted cactus again, I'm pretty sure I'd barf. Like, all of them are relatively evil. But yeah, I haven't bought anything from them for a while, but I also definitely am not planning on anytime soon. If they're gonna act like that, I do not want to give them my business. Because, sincerely, I think whether you like or hate Palworld, you should not be suing your competitor out of business when clearly they have not infringed on your patent. Because, especially since the patent was registered after. That's fair. They're still a console manufacturer, which I would say I was thinking of it like as console manufacturer and level of evil, not evil in their console specifically. But Microsoft is definitely better. Not necessarily by a huge amount, but definitely better. So where the hell are these other two slimes that I'm missing? Like, one is the Yoki slime, which apparently is just really goddamn rare. Yeah, there are some idiots like that. And so, like, I am of the mindset, if you believe that Pokemon is better than Palworld, prove it. Let Palworld get outcompeted. Don't just sue them because they have created something similar but separate. Like, there are some things that if they had brought a reasonable case on, I actually might have sided with Nintendo. Where it's like there are some models in Palworld that might be stolen, but I feel like if they're suing on patent infringement, no, those things were probably not stolen and were just very closely referenced, which is not necessarily the most creatively original thing. It can be considered morally incorrect, not generally legally incorrect. Oh, I can make this. I guess I could, but yeah, it's like, if they were going after it as these specific POWs, like, the worst one is the one that's literally just Primarina. Like, the model is like 1-to-1 Primarina. If it was, okay, these models were stolen from us. They are outright, not like as metaphorically, oh, this was heavily referenced, but like, if they were sincerely alleging that some of these were stolen models, I could see that. Not because I think that Palworld is evil, but possibly I'm guessing a lot of the work was contracted, and some of those contractors might be morally bankrupt. In which case, the remedy would be get rid of those PALs and remodel them. But what they're alleging is just that the concept of throwing a ball to capture a monster is their intellectual property. So I need an incinerator. For my fire slimes to chill. And then this will require me to grow something for them to eat, quote unquote. Which can be... I'll put 2 gardens in. Yeah, it's like... So it's like, I do not want it, regardless of your opinions on it, companies should not be able to copyright basic gameplay concepts. I am opposed to the Nemesis system in Shadow of War / Mordor being patented. That is just as stupid. I honestly doubt that would hold up in US courts. No, do not knock them off! Hi, Nova! Yeah, it's like, it's also... Okay, here's the thing. This thing that some people are bringing up is, I can only speak of this from a US perspective, because I don't know Japanese law, but if their law is at all similar, it's like, you do have to show that you had, this was a concept other people didn't come up with independently. Yeah. Don't even know how we got here. I legitimately can't remember how we got here. We just are here now. Yeah, no, it's very dumb. Oh, a chicken. Well, I found some incineration material. Like, I'm at the point of... Really? That's not... Okay, I thought you were joking! I didn't address that because I thought you were joking! Yeah, that's the problem. We need a... Like, I am of the mind we need a small claims court for that kind of thing. Where the smaller... Like, if you are a small game studio, you just shouldn't be forced to hire an expensive lawyer. Oh, right, yeah, Pokerus. We've been going on a whole wonderful journey. Which we got to Pokerus from talking about TTRPGs, which I don't even remember how we got there. Oh, I was going to keep one of the carrots. And enjoy your meals! I love these little guys. Fair enough. I am at the point of, I'm just not even going to consider giving Nintendo any money until they fucking stop being complete assholes. Cause... Jesus. Like, I am not surprised they are attempting to sue Power. And I was actually mentioning this. There are some actions they could take that I would not view as completely, like, there were some things they could have accused Power of that I would view as being potentially having merits. Patenting a gameplay mechanic is not one of those things. It's a thing in Nintendo, which is... It's a thing in Pokemon, which apparently is a virus that gives you double effort values. It's like, I was not surprised by the suit. I was surprised by it being a patent accusation. That was the big thing that surprised me. Also, I'm going to just look up, where the fuck are Tangle Slimes? And, Saber Slimes. Tiger Slimes, whatever they're called. Because those are the two that I'm missing. Oh, you need to specifically find a level 3 Pollen Storm, and you need to go do somewhere called Powderfall Bluffs. Yeah, though I think because it's a virus, I know people will trade around. So apparently it is north of Ember Valley. Okay, so it's this little guy here. Yeah, and it's just like, yeah, it's like, it's a ludicrous thing where, because it's also their, like, what are the damages they are really alleging? I'm good. We just started the affiliativersary. But okay, so I'm gonna need meat. Specifically stony hens to get over there. That would be surprising. Would explain why they're going after Pow World, though. It's the start of I'm gonna be streaming every day for the next week. So up until the end of the month, I am streaming every day. My actual like full affiliativersary is on Halloween, but today is just the beginning. But okay, let me get some stony hens and let's start getting a set of. Yeah, it's like. And it would also be like, because it does really feel like it's we need to find something to sue them for. Rather than necessarily like we think this is actually something they are breaching. Because it's just a ludicrous claim. What was I doing? Oh, right, I was gonna go get some stony hens. Yes! Oh, no! Damn it. Well, we got a gold fort. Yeah. Yeah. Even just regular hens will still work. They're just not the item. How much food does it take? How much food does it take to pop a Gordo in this one? Because the wiki only seems to have the info for Gordo 1. Slime Rancher to Gordo. Whatever. I'll just grab a bunch of hens. Hope it's enough. There's the stony hens. I have no idea what you're talking about in all honesty, howdy. But okay, yeah, fair enough on the Pokerus of it being exceedingly, yes, it's exceedingly rare. I'm not gonna bother with an elder. I've not heard of this, whatever this is. Fair enough. I guess I shouldn't be surprised they're making new Godzilla movies still. It's Howdy. What did you honestly expect? Howdy is one of the more unhinged people here, and that's saying something. That's not even how you spell eloquent. It's not even how you spell eloquent. Oh, I'm going the complete wrong way. I need to be over there. 3. Understandable. What's that? Oh, I think that might be a lucky somewhere. If it is, I don't really care. I want to save this meat for the Gordo. Oh. That's a lot of meat. Okay, but yeah, it's like the 2 slimes I still need in my Slimepedia are kind of just annoying in that one requires the weather to be specific, in that it needs to be a level 3 pollen storm. And the other, I just need to get up here. I do hope they add some way of influencing the weather. Because right now, the weather, you just kind of have to hope you get the weather you need for something. And I really don't want to just sleep through the days, check the map, sleep the day, check the map, sleep through the day, check the map. I really hope we don't reach the point where that becomes necessary. Hopefully, because like it's reasonable as a limitation right now, where I would say currently we're at probably what would be the mid game, like where you have access to a lot of regions, but not, oh, I'm going the wrong way again. How do I keep doing that? How do I keep getting turned around? It's impressive. Like one would hope so. There are some games that do not add things that you feel would be necessary to be added before a full release. Shadows of doubt. But Slime Rancher devs are better than that, I would hope. I'm still not over the whole Shadows of Doubt thing. If I knew what the Isle was, or I guess I kind of know about the Isle. That's a dinosaur game, right? I heard some people say that was good, but that's really all I ever heard of it. Möth. Hi, Exploda. Welcome on in. Welcome to the affiliativersary. Oh, that's not good. I presume in the child thing, not the in-game style of Predator. I need to get over there. Yeah, it always sucks when something that has promise turns out to be made by horrible people. That happens occasionally, and then you get into that horrible thing of, like, the worst is when you already have supported them, and then you have to decide if you want to still play it. Like, you've already given the horrible person money, but do you still want to play a game made by a horrible person? Yeah, oh, no, do not feed the cat oil. Come on, Pop. Come on. Okay. I gave you all my meat. Why is it not enough? Okay, be gone. I've seen some devs who just... Oh, God, yeah. I just uninstalled Battle.net after a point. It doesn't help that the main game was playing at that point with StarCraft 2's co-op mode, and fucking at the major BlizzCon event, they let the Activision CEO talk over his allowed time to the point where they cut the entire announcement for StarCraft 2. I was there at that BlizzCon, by the way. I was there at the BlizzCon with the iconic... Do you guys not have phones? I was at that BlizzCon. I was a huge Blizzard fan. I am not a huge Blizzard fan anymore. Yeah, that's unfortunate. And it was hilarious, I gotta say. Because, like, they had this whole giant section set up for people to try the Diablo Immortal shit. I don't think I saw more than about 3 people in this giant area with, like, 20 phones and 20 iPads. I don't think I ever saw more than, like, 3 people in that area. It was hilarious. Do you guys, is there really no meat? It's just like, what the fuck were they thinking? Really? Did they really think that anyone would care? Hi, little shit. Goodbye, little shit. Heart cell. Ooh, that's nice. That's actually really nice. Oh, God. Yeah, that sounds like optimistically, that's, even optimistically, yeah, that's early access hell. Or, more likely, abandoned project. Even if it's still getting occasional updates, sometimes you can make a project abandoned while still technically releasing content for it. Just basically just like, don't yell at me. Here's like one tiny update. Yeah, and it's just like, cause like the worst, it's like, really, I feel like the CEO shift was like, cause it really did feel like the old CEO must have been holding things together, because the instant he switched out at least all of the stuff that was player facing. Apparently there were issues there for a while. But everything that was consumer facing got a lot worse when they switched out their CEOs. And realistically, all of the good people had just gotten out of that hellhole. Like, you had Ben Bro to jump ship from the Hearthstone team to go make Marvel Snap. Which, from what I've heard, that game is quite good. You had, I think Kaplan from the Overwatch team jump ship. I am curious how these work exactly. Is Bobby Kotick the new or the old CEO? Mostly I'm curious, does it literally just spit it out, or does it hold one object? Yeah, it's like, the fact that the first BlizzCon, after they had, like, the first major event at, that BlizzCon was them, like, doing this whole ceremony of handing over the CEO. Realistically, power had been shifting over for months before then. But that was, like, Bobby Kotick is just out of it. And it was, like, staggering how much worse things were right after that switch. Like, even in things like the logistics, like, it was... The BlizzCon before that had lines, but it was not a line con. It was there were not lines everywhere. Okay. But then, like, pretty much all you could do at that BlizzCon was sit in line for things. Like, here's the thing, he probably saw that there was profit potential behind an Overwatch 2. If a greedy bastard is willing to give you money for something, it's probably a really good idea. Thank you for the hydrates. So yeah, if I throw in one of this primordial oil, okay, so yeah, it doesn't, like, just spit it out. So in that case, let me store that, which stored both of them. And I put that there, and then we'll head on back. Yeah, it was like basically a graphics update for Overwatch 1. That's really all it was. Alongside fucking up the, like, the team compositions of a lot of people. In that, they just said, fuck you, off-tanks, you don't get to play anymore. Which I liked playing the off-tank. The off-tank was a fun role. And regardless if the game is better or worse with only one tank, it messes with friend groups. It messes with people that were grouping up to play week after week, which is going to be a major part of their audience, is people who are just playing with 6 friends. Like, to me, I don't necessarily care. They were terrible at balancing it, whether it was one, whether there were 2 tanks or 1. But I personally it was fun because it was a game you could play with 5 friends. There aren't that many games that are good with 6 people, unfortunately. So I personally think that they should have just rolled with what they had, or make it as a properly separate game so that so people could still just play Overwatch 1. It was just weird. I also hope that the crunching is not audible. I'm just eating a sandwich, so I don't die of starvation. Oh god, that laugh was a bad idea. Ah. Ah. Oh, let me have a swig of water. Oh god. Oh wait. We have the weather. We have the weather for Tangle.
Wow, that choking to death was so gitful, Rizlord of the FRFR.
Oh god. Are you implying you're going to like shank Howdy? Okay. Okay, there we go. Oh, my voice sounds different to myself now. I don't know why. So, I think... Oh, yep, I see Tangle. Tangle. A rose by any other name would still eat a chicken. And these little shits can eat stuff outside of their assigned plots. Oh, I'm sorry about that noise. I am real. Yeah, no, it's getting better. But we have Tangle slimes. Nice. I might just make Tangle, I may just make Tangle sabers. Yeah, I don't know why. Hopefully that food didn't go somewhere it wasn't supposed to go. I've had enough medical issues. Oh, you're not wrong. I guess I technically have 99cc money. Okay, let me run these stony hens to start a coop. How long, how far can the tangles reach?
Very gamer money of you on Skibidi Umphy.
Oh, this is the wrong area. Though, I guess I should feed these guys. That is totally fair, Circuit. After my food has attempted to murder me, I don't know how long I will be going anyhow. Let me steal that real quick. Actually, nah. You can have them. Do you have any elders? But yeah, this will probably be the last stream of Slime Rancher 2. I'm done eating the food, so it shouldn't be able to kill me now. Don't get murdered by your DM. That's my job. Oh, wrong area. Oh yeah, I'll absolutely be coming back when they update. Oh wait, no, I remember. They're in the further area. That's where I'm gonna set this guy up. Why do you want a shark slime? Why specifically a shark slime? Okay, fair. I thought it would just have something to do with you wanting to get bitten by something. Okay. I mean, fair. On the other hand, from what I have experienced, being bitten is also an inherent biological need. I wonder if I should move... Yeah, let me move the garden over here. I might regret this. But this should be close enough for them to reach out and grab their own meals. Fair enough. Oh wait, I just made 2 coops. Yeah. And I can very easily get more if I really need to. Like, I have silos full of resources. Like, if the price is recovered, I could go find out how much money I can earn. Fair. As long as those chickens get a little bit of a chance to breed, you know, let me even bring these hens and use them as a sacrifice. Yeah, you guys can enjoy your food. I want to wait until the next day, just so I have as much time as possible to sell. But just like, seeing how absurdly high I can get my value to, whoop, that's not Hunter, that's Tabby. I'm not Tabby, Ringtail. Oh, is it a slime rain now? Hopefully they can't fall into our corrals. There you guys go. Thank you for the hydrates. I think that will probably be what I'll do, though. Because, like, honestly, I don't know how much I care about going to get sabers. Because they're up here, but eh. Honestly, let's just destroy the stock market. And then I think I'll probably call Slime Rancher there. Until we get some major updates. Okay. So now, the market should be about to update. So now we dump all of this into the market. Doesn't matter what the price is, we are just dumping it into the market. Because money in this game is really not much of a concern. They're definitely going to need to add a rewards program. Like they had in the last game. The prices are honestly still pretty shit after my previous dumpings, but... I just want to get money. Okay. God, I'm still... My body is very much not happy with where that food went. What even is pathologic? Because I know Genshin Impact is that shitty gacha game. Don't even want to know why there's a phosphor and boom floor over there. What? No, what? Is it something sus? Kindly bonk Blossom for me. What? No, not me. I feel like Howdy is typing up a paragraph. Oh no. Okay, I have no strong opinions about this. Because I don't know what the fuck that is. That description is less descriptive, despite being descriptive. Ah! God. Yeah, like, I'm already up a few thousand. Wait, it's a sequel and a remake? Like, does this, like, include the first game inside of it? Or is it... Or is it weird time fucky-wucky bullshit? So it's a sequel. Like, if it's, or is it just like, so does it just include the first game's story and then goes on to new content? Because it can't be a remake if it does not include the first game's story. Yes? Howdy, are you sure this game exists? And on how many drugs are you when you played this Pathologic 2? Sure. God, I say that when I've played some weird fucking games. I have never heard of this individual. What? Oi! Why? How and why? Oh my, oh, that's why. Vaguely, but fucking boom slimes, fuck off! I feel like they made boom slimes way more prone to detonation. Like, to the point where I kind of feel like I have to sequester them in their own wing. Jesus. Oh, and they were just out of food. Okay. God. They really just got everywhere. Whatever, just keep selling. Just completely annihilate the stock market, because fuck you, capitalism. Okay. That sounds like a game that maybe exists. Maybe. These should be worth quite a bit more. Just because I haven't sold very much of these. Yeah, that tracks. I don't know if I'd say it sounds drunk. That seems like it's a little too low on the level of inebriation. These dervish plorts are gonna be worth a lot. Okay. I think my body is finally recovered from the attempted murder. And more stonks. Like, this game, though, you very quickly can get to a point where money just does not matter. Yeah, I probably won't come back to this game every update. No! And they're breaking up. I'm just finding an image that says, Howdy is insane. Thank you for the snack that is not going to attempt to kill me. Okay, but yeah, I probably will just come back to this when it hits 1.0 release. As much as I love Slime Rancher, I just don't think it's going to be worth it to come back when they add, like, a slime. No, do not numb! There's no point to doing the switching of barrels like that. I just find it amusing. Chomp. I mean, that's meat. Attempting to eat Meat Lantern would not end well. Okay. Oh my god, the dervish slime is just obliterating our chickens. Oh god. Oh, that's a Oh my god, why are there so many chickens? Why? Thank you for the hydrate. I guess probably because I went to sleep for so long. Okay, also let me hydrate. Back in. No, 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 no. I guess if you really wanted to, you could just keep angler slimes in a corral, or not corral, in a coop. Fair enough. Which I still don't understand what a sequel remake entails. Because one or the other. So it's a sequel. That you're describing a sequel. Escape chickens get fed to the slimes. I don't make the rules, I just make the rules. Like, same game, but not is a sequel. It could be a sidequel if it's just like the same story from a different perspective. So then it contains the original within itself. It's a sequel that also includes the original game, or the original game's story. Because I offered that as a... Howdy, how many drugs? Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. Well, shit. Okay, fair enough. Now let's see how horribly fucked up the prices are. Surprisingly not that fucked up. Some of them are. But I think they were already pretty close to their rock bottom. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be calling Slime Rancher there. It's fun. I'm really loving it, but I think I at this point am going to want to wait for the rest of the content before I come back to it, because I've gotten through most of the available content. Okay. Now then. Do I... Okay, fair enough. Do I continue with something else? Or do we wrap? I don't know what I would switch to. And I'm gonna be streaming enough this coming week, so I think I'm gonna say let's wrap. WRAP. Gonna wrap you into a ball and use you for bowling. Who do we raid? Oh, Cause, yeah, I don't know. It's like, the big thing is I'm already going to be going through a lot of my backlog. What backlog I even have. I'm actually kind of running out of my backlog. Moth Mallows is one of the options. Yep. Playing something called The Report. The Eastwind Creature. Let's see. There's also Glowbat doing some Payday 2. You know what? Yeah, let's just go mouth. Let's go with no. I played that ages ago, and I don't necessarily have a interest in going back. It was fun. Not entirely my jam, though. Thank you for the hydrate. I'll do that after we raid out. God. Yeah, I need to give my voice a rest as well with, the whole attempted murder. So yeah, definitely raid out. Yeah, I think Moth Mallows. They're a fellow moth. They're doing the things for Halloweens. If you've enjoyed my nonsense, you can find my... Oh, is it audible? I was wondering about that. Like, is my voice audibly different? Because it does... To my ears, it does sound a little different, and I can't quite get it back into my streamer voice. I have my... There's also those coughs. There's also my Blue Sky over there. I have a Twitter. I don't use it anymore because it's Twitter. Yeah, that's also generally saying is like, some people are not good at splitting between something being good. This is going to be a bit of a tangent before we wrap up. Something being a good game that's not for them, and something being a bad game. There's a lot of people that view it as if they don't like it, it's bad. Copy Kitty is an amazing game with great presentation that just was a little too bullet helly for me. I don't like bullet hells. That is something I'm very open about. I didn't like Calamar and Cult of the Lamb. I don't really like the Toho games. If it's a bullet hell, I probably won't like it. My brain just can't process. I don't really like Enter the Gungeon. Not because those are bad games, but because they just aren't to my tastes. I like games that either you get into a flow, or you get the time to fully think through everything. But yes, as I said, we are going to be raiding Moth Mallows before I get into any more major tangents. Who is a bean? I don't interact with them that much, but they are a fellow moth, they are a fellow bean. They good. I almost did Twitter, I don't care about Twitter. There is my raid call. The top one is for non-subs, bottom one is for subs. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with... I really need to remember... really need to memorize my own schedule at some point. Tomorrow is... yes, roguelikes. Going to be doing a shorter stream, like actually probably about this length, because tomorrow is my D&D night, but I'm still streaming. I'm just going to be chilling with some roguelikes. Particularly, I might play some Brotato, because that is the game that I started streaming with. That is the first game I ever streamed. But just generally chilling with roguelikes. But yeah, give Moth Mallows lots of love. Let me copy my own raid message. And yeah, you all have a wonderful rest of your night, and I will see